Alright, as you can see, here's our exhaust manifold and turbo assembly. And of course I've taken it out of the packaging, and I cleaned it up just a little bit, but I didn't want to clean it up too much, because if you've ever seen the on a real exhaust manifold, it may be difficult to see, but there's a casting line here. That was a lot bigger, so I had to scrape it off, but I took, that's why I like these nail files and stuff, just took a little nail file to it and just knocked it down, but I wanted to leave a little bit of it because that adds a little realism, because there is a real casting line when they make them. Same with the turbo housings, there's always a little ridge of casting flash, but you need to take it down so it's in scale. And I've already painted this just a little bit. Obviously you can see here. You know, I started with a kind of a primer brown, actually, that's flat, and then I hit it with just like a real lightweight tan, just spritzing at it to sort of lighten it up, and then just to take the sheen down, knock the sheen down, I hit it with some matte clear enamel, and then now I want to add a little bit of rusting in some strategic areas, and maybe dust up, and just to kind of, I want to, it's a little too dark, I want to lighten it up just a little bit, so it's an even greater contrast to the color of the engine, which, by the way, is the closest color I could find for a Detroit 60 series. It's kind of this bluish green kind of color. It's kind of an ugly color in my opinion, but that's kind of what it is. So let me show you how you kind of can take care of some rusting here. Beauty of weathering is, you know, there's not really a wrong way to do it as long as it comes out the way you want. So I'm just going to dust a little of this rust powder here in certain areas. And, you know, you really want to kind of pay attention to things that are really rusty. You know, they usually rust in little little crevices. Exhaust manifolds kind of rust fairly evenly, but yet they still kind of rust where water may lay. For example, let me rotate this. You know, this is the top, so water's going to lay in here, and as you can see, powder kind of dissolves just a bit, and I'm just throwing it on here. You want to just start lightly, because you can always change it later. You can also take couple different brushes here and you know, move it around, and also if you screw up, you know, you can just kind of start over too. I mean, everybody gets all out of shape on things. Sometimes it's like, you know, you can always strip it down. I mean, granted, you want to try to get it right the first time, but it's not going to happen always. But anyway, I'm just going to do this until I kind of get it where I like it. And you know, even if you want, you can pinch it and kind of even just dribble it on there a little bit. So leave it as is. And we'll kind of let that dry. I'm going to use a hair dryer, and we'll come back and see kind of how it looks. Okay, here we are over at my little paint booth that I built, and as you can see, I got my rusting powder on there, and it's all dry, and I really like it, except for it's just a little too light now. What I want to do is just darken it up, hit it up a little, and like I said, I just use anything I have around. This is kind of a flat, you know, a flat brown, and I'm going to spray from a great distance away and just hit it like this. I just want to get a little bit of, teensy bit of the flakes of this, and I may even hit it with even kind of a flat kind of orange, or I'm not even sure what color you say, but I don't know, it makes kind of a nice rusting color, and just hit it lightly. Boy, I'm liking it right there. Yeah, I'm really liking that. Yeah, just tone that down just a teensy bit, and I need to hit the underside, but anyway, that's the way I kind of rust things. I mean, it's I try different things, and that's enough for that. And I see how it works. If it doesn't, I just kind of, you can always start over. Always strip the paint and everything and start over. That's why I kind of weather and build as I go to a certain extent, because this would be kind of hard to do if it was on the engine already. So that's it for this little technique. Like my Facebook page, subscribe to me here on YouTube, and go check out my website. I got a lot of other things on here, and we're going to keep working on this in future videos. I'm going to show other techniques for weathering and the build of this model, and I hope you stay till the end and see the outcome. Anyway, thanks for watching.